what better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. Tanner Brown ready to get this one going. And off we go from Buenos Aires. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Cougar 19.
You do know how to get after the quarterback. That boy
On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I call that a table setter right there. A table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but it's great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo.
It's the man that won it last week, and look, he already off to that start. He gone. Picking up where he left off.
The Condors don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Isaac Arindo with the touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Tanner Brown on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Brown on to send it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Thunderbirds and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here and comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Running it here with Giddens. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2.
Mm.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
All set to go now from the 35.
ready.
Beginning on the ground. Here's Garindo. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Pat.
Throwing on seconds. Completed over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Ready, set. Ready.
The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing now off the play action. Got a man, Mataval has it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. Second down now, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
They're going play action.
Mm.
Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Got it. Ready.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Go. Go.
Third and long for him here. Finds the in route, complete. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And this
This
isn't
is a
going
hard
to do
place
it.
to
The
kick.
kick is no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Kid, I have no idea why I talk about banking so much with deposits and withdrawals. Well, let me tell you right there, that's a withdrawal of trust. Next time around, on a 4th and 1, probably going to see him go for it.
They'll go play action. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there. That's the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Here we go. Set.
He's going to throw again on second down.
Oh, him though. Oh my goodness.
Hooks up with Anthony Gould, complete. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And they're going to have a first down now. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means first down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Giddens will get this off his own read. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Run here with Giddens. And second down only works out for a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here he goes, third and long.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
He has the touchdown. The Thunderbirds cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. This play gives us an excellent opportunity, Brock, to talk about how well he sees the field with the ball in his hands, because that was a big part of that touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a handoff or gets hauled in on a 30-yard throw. The instincts, that's what it is. Instincts with a capital I. And the best running backs in the game today, they've got to do it as a runner, and they got to do it as a receiver.
That one right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jacob Cowie. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Offense to the line. Here we go.
Here we go.
On the counter, it's Garindo. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Vacates quickly left side. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Look at this. The tight end getting a carry here. It'll be a quality gain on the run. And that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at first down here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
We call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Hits him on the out route. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Got it. Ready?
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Buenos.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That finds Jacob Cowie. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
Here's Garindo on second down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 at the 18-yard
Let's go
line.
now. Panther 6.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays. But as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. And eventually, you can take the will away from your opponent.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throw here, third down. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Condors take a second quarter lead.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Said run. Did he show?
Brown now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Condors break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Thunderbirds 7.
Now Brown on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Thunderbirds and DJ Giddens ready for their next possession. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now carry by Giddens.
Giddens. There go DJ Giddens.
And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belt. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Come on. Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw.
That boy outrun the Philly, but off the ball. Good thing.
Jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be the best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. He's going to throw it. Cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That big body snack.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. He'll go right back to Garindo. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's go. Cougar 19, go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Let's go. Cavity Lions.
This time it's a passing play. He's got the hook up to Watkins. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd and 2.
Viking 18.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Defenders there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay 1 play ahead of their defensive foes.
1st down, play action. That pass caught by Gould. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Giddens. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. Offense to the line, 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
We're drawing up for him. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, most of the offenses I've been around love code words in the run game. And for draws, it's usually a D word, Denver, Dallas. I'll tell you what else. Add a D word to the defense, because when you hit them with a draw like that, it puts doubt in their mind of how upfield they can get.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Condors and Isaac Guerrero ready for another go on offense.
That's cute.
And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Shotgun. Jars the ball loose. Recovered by the defense. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The offense getting set to go. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
This is Giddens. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He rolls to his right. The coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Steady!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Look at that power. Deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
Kudos to that defense. Seriously, Kate. Coming in that situation where your offense just fumbles the ball away, there's no sulking, there's no pouting. It's time to step up and do your job. And they did just that.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Patterson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Condors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a small gain up to the 38. DJ James with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready? Take the 60.
Throwing now on first down. Jump off caught by his back. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 12 to go now on second down after the sack. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And he spiked it just in time. So now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Or in a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Cowie now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Condors and Isaac Guerrero ready for another go on offense. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Offense to the line. Here we go.
You just need to drop it off or something.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a give to Guerrero. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready, set.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Open it all the air, come out right there. Get ready.
Up the middle, here goes Patterson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
On first down, it's Guerrero. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They're going play action. This will be caught by Watkins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
13 yards on the play.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
For a Buenos Aires.
Let's go,
That's it. Shouldn't take you there.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's a throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They're throwing it. Dialing up a receiver screen. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Caught quick right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here we go, here we go! 70, go!
Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Next on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A pickup of 17. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One connects. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Garindo. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Viking 18.
They call pass on second and goal. Caught out line. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down from the gun. That is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces fourth and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Now Brown on to send it away. Here's Gould on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Running in here with Giddens. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
he goes. 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Boston, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Get it. Tap the 6.
Right up the gut. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Out of the pistol, it's Giddens. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Go. Nice. Ready.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds take a 4th quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
It's starting April 1st. Can't wear no more sweatpants.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal.
See, okay. What the fuck are they gonna do? Stop the motherfucker.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Thunderbirds take a 4-point lead.
See, obviously, reason he got that player like, we think he's still young and shit. We ain't, like, we ain't trying to get some beard, but he got shorts on, but that's fine to read. They just last day or two, and we get to go somewhere else.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense.
I don't get it.
Patterson now to return it. He's brought down just
Don't
inside
stop
the
me.
25. This offense ready to get going again now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve. Put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
With every resource we can at the moment. Even when you ain't feeling like when you kind of move a little too fast, you still got to get it done.
They go play action on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Watkins that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Cut out left. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That's big, man.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll go play action. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Now looking to throw. But a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out. Well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Their offense running back out now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air on 3rd and long. This is cut downfield by Allen. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Thunderbirds.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And also surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Working now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to bring up 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like you just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He'll throw it. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Tracking for it, and it's good! Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Patterson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. This offense making its way back out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. First down from the 42.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. That's incomplete left side. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus
there it is.
defensively does lead
Got
to
a man. Look cold.
what would normally be a
cold.
catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And they're going to have a first down now. From the red zone on first.
We got 6. What a
This is
pass.
going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Condors now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
On here with Giddens. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
Taken in by Mitchell inside. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Back to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And then we'll stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
And an Austin first down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Buenos Aires. Thunderbirds with a little more work to do to win it here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Giddens will get this off his own lead. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Here he is to throw. Quick slant, caught by Washington. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means 1st down.
Winners, man.
Gotta move this chain. Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll run here on 1st down. Running in the red zone. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Pickup of 0 on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 6. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
Yeah, what you mean? You know what else we got to do? Come on the road. Redeem himself. Losing Louisville. Monday night lit.
The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards.
He's going to walk off of that.
The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game.